I want to take a minute here to go over Canvas Blueprint courses from the perspective of a Canvas admin, walk you through the process of setting up a blueprint, associating it, and the syncing process, and then some tips and tricks for the maintenance of it going forward. Just a quick summary, a Canvas Blueprint course basically just makes it easy for more consistent content across course sections during a term. So using a blueprint course, department head and course leaders can better maintain the content, and more specifically they can make changes, whereas before you could make a change to a course, you then have to go to the next course, make a change to that course, go to the next course, make a change to that course. Now you make the change from one place, you hit sync, and all the courses associated with that blueprint course will reflect those changes as well. So it really helps with course consistency, helps manage courses, and it essentially becomes the master course of the template course from which all courses flow. A couple things quick about a blueprint course is it cannot contain students. So if you're looking to set up your blueprint course, you got to start it from scratch. So basically you just create a new course, and then you're going to import content from an existing course or a previous master course into this, what will now be the blueprint course. That's if your content's coming from a course that has students. So let's go through the creation of the blueprint, what that looks like, how we get that going. And like I said, this is from the perspective of a Canvas admin. So you, if you're watching this video, most likely. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to have to start a new course. So we click on Start New Course. And I'm just going to give this a name. You can name it whatever you want, but it probably should have something to do with blueprint in the name. We'll call it EdTech Blueprint. We'll call it 101 just to be official, and we'll create the course. Once I do that, it's going to take us into the course. So once this course is created, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to enable it as a blueprint. So to do that, you go into the course, you go to the settings, and as an admin, you will see that you have in the settings area an enable course as a blueprint checkbox. If you're not an admin or you do not have admin privileges for the course you're in, you won't see this. You won't have access to this, but you know that you were in the right place if you see a checkbox and you can actually click on it. So now you have some decisions to make, and this is where we really have to think through the process before we really dig into it, because the problem with Blueprint, once we send these synced items, once we send these locked or unlocked items, there's not a lot of turning back. So it's good to do some planning ahead of time. How do you want your blueprint to be set up? And the first thing that you need to think about is, what do you want to lock, or do you want to lock anything? You could use the blueprint to simply sync content, to move content from a master or template course, i.e. the blueprint, to those associated courses, or you can shoot for more consistency and lock down items. And you can see once I checked on the blueprint checkbox, there's a list of different ways that we can go about locking. And there's two main ways. The first one is we can select general locked items, and that will, depending on if we choose this or not, that will lock all items, assignments, quizzes, discussions, things like that. And then we can choose what within those items we'd like to lock, whether it's just the content or the point value and or the due dates and or the availability dates. If you just want to lock the content, you want to let the instructors of those individual associated courses come up with their point value, due dates, and availability dates, that's up to you. Like I said, that's a decision that you're going to have to make ahead of time. If you want to be more specific about how you lock items down, you're going to click on the second one, which is locked objects by type. And you can see here you're going to have more choices. So you can go into the individual assignment type, and you can lock, maybe for assignments you want to lock the content and the points. Maybe for quizzes you just want to lock the content. Okay, and you can see that there's more flexibility in the different subtypes for your different course items here. But for this one, we're just going to go with general locked items. We're just going to lock them by content, and we are going to move on from it.